Well, let's hope it's not as bad as the first movie. Well, guys, we're finally here. The last movie review of the summer. And I hate to say it, but the movie I'm talking about is absolute trash. Like, dear God Almighty, how does this movie have good reviews? I am, of course, talking about the Angry Birds movie 2. First off, were people even asking for a sequel to Angry Birds? Angry Birds 1 was one of the worst movies I saw in 2016. Up there with movies like Batman vs. Superman, Suicide Squad, Ghostbusters 2016, and of course, Norm of the North. There was next to nothing good about the original Angry Birds movie. And the fact that this movie has a sequel? I know I can do an obvious Game Dude reference about there being a sequel, but I'm not going to because I'm not a sellout yet. Anywho, let's talk about the movie. What's the plot? Well, it takes place after the events of the first movie, where Red is seen as a hero by the town, yada yada yada, he's praised, and then it turns out there's another island that is trying to destroy both Piggy Island and Bird Island. And it's up to Red and a ragtag team of people who aren't very good characters to save the day. And boy, this movie is not very good. In terms of positives, the animation's nice. The some of the jokes are funny. I'll fully admit there were a couple of jokes that got laughed out of me. Only a few jokes, but still. And, yeah, that's really it. The rest of the movie is just a predictable mess. I am not even joking. From the first 10 minutes alone, I already knew what was going to happen. And they even have this filler subplot about these baby hatchlings that are these young birds, and one of them is the child of Terrence from the first movie. And here's another big problem with the movie. Terrence, who had the only funny joke in the first movie, is barely in this film. Really, the guy who managed to get the one funny joke out of the original movie is not in this movie. Good job, writers. Good job. I am literally angry at this movie. This Angry Birds movie has made me angry. I'm not even joking. I could have seen Hobbs and Shaw. I could have seen Dora the Explorer. Because at least the Dora the Explorer could have been a so bad it's good movie. But this movie, it just makes me angry. Like, this movie went out of its way to anger me. The jokes are not funny. Barely any of them got a laugh out of me. They were just annoying and so badly written and timed. There's this one joke about the whole... It really feels like an entire minute of them saying, haha, get it? She doesn't like it being cold. Get it? And then there's a subplot with Mighty Eagle, which I saw coming, that basically it was revealed that, spoiler alert, the bad guy was a girlfriend of Mighty Eagle. I literally saw that plot thread coming a mile away. And also, there's this problem, there's this thing around the end of the movie where, Red says, I'm not the hero, the people on this mountain were the heroes. After they saved the day. Red, I can understand what you're trying to go for here, trying to give the credit to your other friends. But you're one of the people on that mountain. Shouldn't that mean you get some of the credit? This makes no sense. And then, of course, there's this forced romance between, Red and Chuck's sister, who I forgot her name. And I saw it the first moment that they showed up on screen together. I was like, they're gonna hook up. It's literally the most obvious romance ever. As for the first time they meet, they're all like, oh, we're incompatible. We can't be together. You know they're going to get together. Like, you should just have bright flashing lights that say, hey, they're going to get together, so don't worry. The only thing really good out of this movie theater experience for me was seeing the short film Long Hair, or Short Hair. I don't know what it was called. It has nothing to do with hair. The short film that played before this was a very good short film that had a really good message, that was really well done, beautiful animation, and yeah, it was a really good short film. I would have paid to see a film about short hair rather than this Angry Birds movie. I was only saw this Angry Birds movie because I was a part of this program for a back-to-school thing. And there are two choices we had to go through, either Dora or Angry Birds, and the people in my group decided to go see Angry Birds. So yeah, I have really nothing else to say about Angry Birds 2. It ticks me off to no end, and the fact that this movie has better reviews than Detective Pikachu, an actual good video game movie, ticks me off to no end. And the jokes are predictable. The characters, the storyline, it's predictable. I haven't seen this much of a predictable animated movie since Ice Age Collision Course. I am not even joking. It's that predictable, folks. That predictable. Oh, God. Overall, this movie was bad. Like, it was unbelievably bad. I'm going to give this movie a 3 out of 10, mainly due to the animation, a couple jokes, and the animated short hair film. With that being said, this is by far the worst movie I have seen in 2019 so far. The worst. And I have seen Polar. Let that be a warning. With that being said, see you all later, and good night.